Thor, son of Asgard, number 3. Welcome to A Tale of Asgard. Thor, the Prince of Asgard, is a brash and impetuous youth, never one to consider who he is or what he has. Thor's mind is always on who he will one day be, and what the future holds for him. He feels he lives in the shadow of his father, Odin, ruler of Asgard, and he hopes he can escape the fate through noble deeds and valiant acts. After sneaking into the Imperial armory and attempting to lift the mighty Uruhammer Mjolnir, Thor and his warrior friends Baldur and Sif are attacked by 3 monstrous spiders, let loose on the trio by Thor's jealous half-brother Loki. Working as a team, the trio defeat their arachnid foes. Fearing punishment for their actions, the teens are surprised to win praise from Odin himself for their heroics in battle. Having now proven themselves accomplished warriors, Odin asks the valiant youths to undertake a quest on his behalf. They must travel Asgard in search of 4 mystic elements that he will use to forge an enchanted sword. Without consulting Baldur or Sif, Thor accepts the quest on their behalf, which does not sit well with the young warriors. Their first task leads them to Nastrand, in search of the dragon Hakurai, from whose hide the young heroes are meant to pluck and scale. Much to their surprise, the white dragon lies in wait, having been tipped off to their plan. After a vicious battle, the teen trio ultimately defeats Hakurai and escapes with one of the requested scales, but not without further damaging the group's already fragile morale. Now the disgruntled youths travel north to the snowy mountains of Jotunheim, where they must pluck a feather from the wings of the snow eagle Nori. Jotunheim. All this for a feather? What kind of mad quest has Odin sent us on? From fire to ice, we've traveled from one extreme to the other. A mad quest Odin sent us on, or a mad quest you accepted? Just whose fault is it that we're up here freezing to death? I've heard about enough out of you, Baldur. I've apologized for agreeing to this quest without asking you first. I've admitted I was wrong. Can you not accept that? What more do you want from me? A fire and a warm meal would be nice. Enough. Ugh, fump, fump, fump. Leave me alone, Thor. If anyone deserves to have some sense knocked into him, it's you. It's still your fault that we're even here in the first place. It was you who almost got us killed by the dragon Hakurai. Maybe you should go ahead alone, Thor. The snow may continue to fall in these frozen lands, but you're the one who needs to cool off. Fine, Sif. Side with Baldur, then. I've had enough of both of your complaining anyway. You've done nothing but whine about respect and acceptance this entire journey. When you two finally accept this quest was an adventure. We were destined to travel together. Then you'll get my respect back. And here I was planning on driving this merry little band of friends apart, when it seems they are doing a fine job of that on their own. Let's see if I can add a few more cracks to this already frosty group dynamic. Thor, wait. That was fast. What do you have to say for yourselves? I'm not going to apologize for anything or accuse anymore. I only want to state the facts. Right now, in this frozen climate, we'd be fools to part company and go our separate ways. If we have to stay together for our survival. Always the voice of reason, eh, Baldur? But as usual, you're right. The 3 of us need to crack. What was that? Crack, 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 crack. What kind of creatures are these? Be careful, Thor. They've got what looks like weapons. Check! Ah! What are these things? Who cares what they are? They're hostile, and your frozen blades cut like tiny daggers. Won't wait for one to strike again. These are not the best conditions for a fight. Our icy opponents may have the advantage here. It matters not. Whish! Swoosh! Whoosh! They move like the wind. Shish! The snow doesn't slow them down at all. They can't avoid my sword forever. See, they shatter like glass when struck by steel. Shloop! It's gone. What madness! Crack! Regeneration? There's magic at work here. Tired to the core, knee-deep in snow, frozen to the bone. We need a little magic of our own right now. Fish! Chick! Slice! Thuck! Shish! Slick! This! Blink! I'm lucky I don't lose my eye to that tip of that sword. The tip of a sword. Thor, Balder, I figured it out. They're attacking in triangular formations. They rotate around us at right angles. Don't lash out blindly. Watch their movement and anticipate their positions. Squish! Chop! Slice! Slip! Crack! Your senses are as sharp as ever, Sif. Their tactics are now clear, but how do we defeat enemies who simply pop back into battle after being struck down? Just as Sif had figured out their attack, I think I may have figured out their weakness. Thump! Kish! Pwumph! These ice pixies are some form of elemental. They must remain in constant contact with the substance they are drawing their power from. In this case, they're channeling the ice that lies beneath the snow we're standing on. They can keep reforming while touching it. Break their connection to that ice and become powerless, and they become powerless. Let's get them off the ground then. Whoosh! Thor incoming. Screesh! Nice shot. Thwack! Your turn. Thok! Krish! They're vanishing. They're gone, swallowed up just as victory was in our grasp. We still won, however, we should be more concerned with motive than outcome here. Where did they come from? Did someone send them after us? And if so, why? And elementals don't just appear. They have to be summoned. Just like with the dragon, it's as if someone knew we were coming. Someone who wants to prevent us from accomplishing our tasks. Someone who wants us dead, more likely. I don't care what you think, Thor, but this is no coincidence. Someone knows about our quest. And again, I'll remind you that no one but Odin knows of this journey we're on. Loki was there. He was asked to leave, but could have overheard. You're always so quick to blame my brother, Sif. Loki would never... Scream! 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 You can sheathe your swords, hatchlings. There is no further need for your weapons here today. Welcome to Jotunheim, son of Odin. I am Nori, king of the Snow Eagles, and friend to your father. Friend to my father, you say? Then why send your minions to attack his kin? It was not enough to call a storm of snow and ice down upon us. You had to send your icy elves to further impede our journey and inflict harm? I will be sure Odin hears of the hospitality you have extended us, friend. So the rumors I have heard are true. The Prince of Asgard does possess a fiery temper and a silver tongue. One should not be so quick to accuse young Thor before knowing the whole story. The storm you were caught in was indeed my doing. All who come to Jotunheim and seek my lair must pass through blizzards to demonstrate the depths of their desire for an audience with me. But that is the only test. The ice elementals you fought were not my creation. From my perch high above, I saw your plight and came to help. But victory was yours before I could offer my assistance. You three fought well. Then who summoned them? I do not have the answer you seek, kind Balder, but I advise caution. Powerful magic is needed to summon such elementals. If someone seeks to put that magic to evil use, surely no good can come of it. All of Asgard must be aware of such formidable forces, even one such as you, Balder. Though you are beloved by all creatures in Asgard, it is my love that may one day be your downfall. Just what do you speak of, King Nori? Balder is the most noble and gentle of souls in all these lands. How can love spell doom for one such as he, against whom none can bear ill will? Your senses are keen, Lady Sif, much like those of your brother Heimdall, but there is still much that passes you by. There is no destiny that is set in stone, no future that cannot be changed. You must learn to see all the possibilities presented for what they truly are, and choose your path wisely. King Nori, I beg your forgiveness. My earlier accusations were spoken in haste and anger. I meant no disrespect, no harsh words. My harsh words only to serve to bring shame to my name and that of my family. Please find it in your heart to forgive me. You may rise, Odin's son. There's no such need for apologies, Thor. While you were quick to place blame, your words came from your heart and were spoken out of concern for the lives of your friends. I would expect no less. You are indeed your father's son? And if I am not mistaken, your father has requested you bring him one of these? Please take one. You have all earned it. Fare thee well, young gods. I expect great things from you. We have 2 of these mystic elements Odin asked for. Our quest is half over. 2 tests left. Plenty of opportunity for us to encounter more evil creatures in dangerous lands. Do you really believe Loki is behind this mischief, Sif? Even he doesn't possess the magic abilities necessary to summon elementals. Then that begs the question, who in Asgard does? Maybe we should think about that. And what about Nori's warnings? Maybe we should go back to Asgard and seek Odin's counsel. No, we're not going to abandon the quest under any circumstances. We will not return to Asgard without the 4 elements. I won't fail. We'll just have to be more careful, more alert. We'll have to watch each other's backs a bit more carefully. Crunch, crunch, crunch.